Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 47.
Today is moving day again. We are checking out of the luxurious pirate rooms here at Caribbean Beach. So romantic. I'm so glad we spent our Valentine's Day here in this room. But
Are you?
I'm ready to move on and put this behind us and never speak of it again. Or, still be speaking of it 2 years later. Whatever works out, that's fine. We're heading over to Coronado Springs. We've got ourselves a preferred room with a king bed booked. Very excited to go back there because we had a great experience last time in that junior suite.
Yes.
So we're really happy to go back over to Coronado Springs. So we started packing everything up, got our bags ready, called Bell Services. Of course, I went over to the safe a few times just to make sure we had all of our pirate treasure out of the safe. And again, before we left, we double checked one more time because we are not going to leave this safe with anything in it.
No, we are not.
That's never going to happen again. We're going to make sure we check it every single time.
And I was actually really excited to leave the room because as well themed as this room is, it is super cute, super fun. The bow of the ship for the bed actually sticks out further than the bed. And when you're walking by out of the corner of your eye, you see the white of the sheet, but you don't really notice the bow of the ship. And so I just kept hitting my hip on it every time I walked by. I had a bruise. It's been 2 days and I already have a bruise from this. So I'm sure it's great for kids, but we did have a lot more luggage than the average family would. And I do know that, but even still, there just isn't a lot of space in this room. I was very much ready to move on and go to the next room.
And there's going to be a big difference going to this king bed at Coronado versus the double beds we had here in the pirate room. Very happy to get out of those beds into a bigger, more comfortable bed.
It was an experience.
It definitely was an experience that we clearly have not forgotten.
Once we got to Coronado Springs, of course, we went to the front desk, we checked in. Our room was not ready yet, so we headed to our favorite food court on property, El Mercado de Coronado, because we love the food options here. We were definitely not upset that we had to wait to get our room and eat some food.
I mean, we literally looked forward to going to Coronado Springs because we remembered, oh yeah, the food court there. We get some awesome food there, and they have so many options. We only tried a few last time we stayed there. Kind of thinking we should try some different things this time.
It's actually funny. Every time we would get ready to go to Coronado Springs, when we realized that's where we're going next, we'd both get so excited because the quick service there. Not because of some fancy meal, the quick service food court. That's how awesome this was. I got the chicken this time. Robert got a burger. Of course, both were amazing. And we actually started talking to one of the cast members, and they said, well, actually, the chef is here who created the special sauce for the ribs that we have and came up with all of these amazing meals that we have. We asked if we could meet the chef, and of course they said yes, and we had to take a picture with Willie. He was so sweet, he was so down to earth and fun to talk to, and he was very proud of his special sauce for his ribs.
Yes,
it
he
was
said
so
it's a
cute.
family recipe, it's a secret recipe. He loves using that for the ribs, and at that point I was very much regretting that I did not get the ribs this time. But I told him, next time we come back, I will be sure to get the ribs because I'm sure we will be back. So after we ate lunch there in the food court, right about 2 o'clock, we got that text that our room was ready. So we headed over to the preferred section to go to our room. Thankfully, the preferred section is right next door to the quick service here at Coronado Springs. One of those resorts that's very, very large, similar to Riverside and Caribbean Beach, those other moderate resorts. So it's very, very nice to book preferred and be really close to the front because you don't have that long walk all the way across property to get to your room. So we got there to the room, walked around inside, and realized it was very similar to the junior suite that we stayed in, except the junior suite went through and was connected to the next room next door. This one was just one single room by itself. It has been recently refurbished. It has the hard floors and the raised beds, and it's really, really nice. And of course, we took our pictures of the details in the room. We did a 360 picture tour throughout the room, and we did a live room tour on Facebook. One thing I love about the remodeled rooms here at Coronado is that they have so much space. It just feels really spacious the way they've designed it, laid it out, and also the theming here is just really, really awesome. I love the Southwest kind of theme. Once again, we have the 3 caballeros hiding in the silhouettes there of the picture frame. We did not find any hidden Mickeys in this room except for the towel that's on the bed. That's the only hidden Mickey we've got in the room. So unfortunately, no hidden Mickeys to speak of, but This room has been remodeled. It does have the hard vinyl floors, which is pretty awesome. Very nice looking in here. You also have the bed that's raised up, so you can see you've got our suitcases under there. Place to store your bags under there is really nice, especially when you have like 8 suitcases like we do. And if you'd like to see that room tour in its entirety, it is linked down in the description below and up above. Just such a pretty resort, especially at nighttime. I love the casitas section, which is the preferred section at nighttime. They have the lights and they have the fountain. They just have all this beautiful work there that you get to walk around and kind of enjoy. One of my favorite places here on the entire Coronado Springs property in Casitas.
I agree. This is a gorgeous resort. We love being here during the day and at night. It's just so pretty. So we decided to take a walk because we haven't been walking much today. And so we headed around. It was around sunset time, which between the lake and the sunset views, it was so pretty, so peaceful. Because it's such a wide, spread out resort, you don't see a lot of people a lot of times when you're walking. So we really enjoyed that. Of course, walked around the lake and just enjoyed it. And then we decided to heat up those leftovers we had from lunch because we did have plenty of food from lunch.
Oh my
and
goodness.
That was not disappointing because we still enjoyed
The
it.
portion sizes there are so big, especially for quick service. So, I mean, getting to eat it twice in a day is kind of a bonus, especially because we only had to pay once to eat it both times.
We also got to find when we were heating up the leftovers that they had a make your own trail mix. And this was just awesome because it's an easy grab and go thing. You can take it to the park. And it's one of those things that's not just junk. You're not just eating a sucker or something. You actually get some protein, but you can also throw in like some M&Ms or treats or something.
If you want to have some sugar in there, they had sugar options. But if you want to just healthier things like nuts and stuff like that, they had those there. So kind of cool. I've never really seen any other resorts that have it. It reminded me of Goofy Candy Co., where you can do like the different M&Ms or jelly beans. But instead of just junk food, they had actual decent like food.
Is this the adult one? Is that what
this is?
The adult Goofy?
This is the
Candy
responsible adult Goofy Candy Co. That's what it is. So as we were walking back from the food court, heading to our room right next door in Casitas, I noticed that there was a giant inflatable screen there in the courtyard outside of our room, and I thought, oh, they're getting ready to do a movie under the stars. This could be kind of cool. What are they showing? They're showing Thor Ragnarok. That movie is hilarious. I love it. So I thought, okay, I think I'm going to sit here and watch Thor. And Alyssa said, no, I've seen Thor. I think I'm going to go back to the room and watch a movie there. So she went back to the room. I stayed to watch Thor, very much enjoying it. And then the cast members got out this cart that had popcorn. And I was like, wait, how much is the popcorn? You guys are selling popcorn. Like, no, we're not selling popcorn. It's free popcorn. Hold up. You're giving out free popcorn with the movie here? Not just a free movie, but free popcorn? Like, yeah, it's a bag of popcorn. I'm thinking, okay, bag of, no. Family size bag of popcorn, like the big ones you buy at the grocery store. They were giving out full size bags of popcorn to everyone. So then I texted Alyssa and said, hey, look what I've got down here at the movie Under the Stars.
He's over here sending pictures. I got a whole bag of Pop Secret
Bag
popcorn
of Pop
to myself.
Secret popcorn. I got the white cheddar. I could have gotten kettle corn or butter, but no, the white cheddar is definitely the best of those. So I'm trying to like get Alyssa jealous and get her to come down. She still didn't come down. She stayed up in the room watching the movie because she was comfortable up there.
I was very much enjoying just being in the room, just relaxing for a bit. And I was watching like a rom-com or something, so I knew he wouldn't enjoy it anyway. And I was also taking care of posting and sharing a fun thing that happened because a local magazine in North Carolina shared our story, and we had been working with them to send pictures and of course talk about our story and explain the details. So I'd been working with her for a few weeks and she had finally published it that day. So I had the screenshots of the e-version of the magazine. So I was working on sharing those, of course, sending it to our mothers so they could be proud of us that we were in a magazine. And so I was just taking care of all of those little details, and it was just easier to be there in the room, just comfortable and talking to everyone.
And I didn't mind because I got popcorn, so
you ate the whole bag.
That's fine. I
didn't bring any.
The bag says how many servings are in it. It's meant for like a family to share. I didn't read that. I don't care what the serving size is. I ate the whole bag because it's really good popcorn.
It is a long movie too.
It is like a 2 hour and 20-minute movie or something.
Even if you had tried to spread out the bag of popcorn, that is like the full length of the movie.
I can't help it. I take no responsibility for what I ate while I was watching a movie.
After he came back to the room without any popcorn for me, we did finish up the night and unpacked everything before heading to bed, and that was the end of our day today. So we will see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.